the security team rescued this white guy from receiving the beating of his life. In as much as I don't support fighting, but I think this particular one, relax, I'll play the video, just some seconds, I'll play the video. In as much as I don't appreciate fighting, but this very one it was just a little argument, misunderstanding, and before you know it, it escalated to something, boxing and fighting. And now the black guy has already left. He was, because people were talking, it's okay, you can go your way. And then the dude was just walking away, And then this white guy just rushed from behind and gave him a dirty, heavy slap on his neck. And whoa, when the black guy turned around, don't worry, let me play the video. Let's watch it together though. Yeah. He noticed that the guy has already left, and then when he saw the security guys, and imagine what happened. You would have just let him go, right? Let him go for good. Imagine, it's not even the main guy that he was fighting with. It's the guy's friend, and he went and attacked because he saw the security agency, the police, and the rest. He saw everybody. That's how he rushed and went and gave the guy a dirty slap. I don't support fighting and the rest, but in some cases, I think, bro, your ass should be whooped. They are still arguing. You see, the guy's chain has already been broken. Okay, you can see this person you are trying to give a punch is suffering from some kind of sickness, and then he just needed a little touch for the person to quench, to off. And then there you are, you don't even know him, you don't know him from anywhere, you don't know if he has any illness or whatever, and then something leads to something. Started argument, before you know it, started throwing punches and the rest, and then the person collapsed. What happened? They started rushing, try to rescue. Before you know it, pass out. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Because definitely the police gonna come to you. They're gonna come around and then be like, hey, hello, what is going on here? Before you know, handcuff, take you to the station, write your statement. What happened? And then what are you going to say? I was just in the mall, and then it was just a little minor thing, little argument. I didn't meant to hit him like that. It was just a little argument. It was just a little argument, and someone is already on the floor or is already at the mortuary. It was just a little argument. That's what you're going to say, right? See, let me tell y'all, because sometimes it's good to remind you as a human, we are all humans. It's good to remind ourselves from things that we already know is wrong, right? Because sometimes we may just likely take it for granted. After all, you offended me first. For that reason, let me do what I need to do. I need to show him that I'm the one in charge. I need to show him or her that I have power. I have this. Bro, this is not the case of winning, war best in some kind of fight. It's about your life. It's about your integrity. It's about your destiny. It's about your plans. It's about your family that you are going to leave behind. All right? It's about all of your plans, because devil can sense someone who is about to, go, who's about to leave the earth. He can just direct the person to your direction, and then just a little argument, you punch the person. Before you know it, that's the end. And then they're going to take you to the station, started writing statement and the rest. And your ass going to be like, but the punch I threw, it wasn't that hard. It was just a little punch. In fact, it was a slap. I didn't punch him that hard. to warrant his death. I didn't punch him that hard. It was just a little minor. Your eyes will be open, and then instead of you to learn it in a hard way, just avoid fighting, right? How do you guys just, a mature man like this walking in the street, before you know it, he started, even if somebody walk up to you with a fight, what you need to do is to show maturity, right? You display maturity in wisdom by using your initiative to resolve whatsoever the case may be. Not everything you jump into boxing, but in this case, I think the black guy was just, they had argument though, and then they got, exchange words and the rest. They were about to fight anyway, and then the white guy lady now stepped in, and I think she was trying to resolve the issue. And then the black guy, cool, he has already left. They were walking away, and then the white dude, just as you saw in the video, walk up to his friend and land him a dirty slap. And then that's when the guy came back, and then they were about to fight before the security. Meanwhile, this guy has already noticed that the security guys, they were around, that was what gave them morale to display what they did. Stay out of crime, stay out of fight. That's what I have to say. Because your life, I keep saying in my videos, your life is not, you don't have any spare life somewhere. You're just walking around, you saw somebody, in the mall or wherever you went to, you have an argument. You don't even know the person where he comes from. You don't even know who he is. You don't even know what he carries in his body. You don't even know if he's a spirit or human. That's the essence of this video. Just these few weeks, I'm just trying to wrap it up and just let it out for someone to learn and understand that not everything you throw point, not everything you want to show that you are right. Even if when you are right, there are some situations whereby you know that these things you are right, you know that these things you are right, but you just feel like there is a need to let go, right? So drop your thought on the comment section, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. See you on our next video. Thank you, bye for now.